we can control. And, obviously that remains, that continues for us. And that is to feel good about the things we did, learn from the things we could have done better tonight, have a couple great days, and be equally prepared for the Providence game as we would have been for tonight's game and also Creighton. Our guys were able to leave the Creighton game, work really hard, and be ready for tonight's game. Win or lose, we were ready to play.
Sean just said that he thinks you guys are playing some of the best basketball in the country right now. Do you feel like you're playing your best basketball of the season as you're right now?
We are, and I'll back it up. We've had 6 turnovers against Creighton in a 40-minute game, very high-level game, a game that was played with a big pace to it. And tonight we have two scoring offensive teams playing a game. We had 5. So if you think about that, in the last 80 minutes that we've played, we've had a total of 11 turnovers. And, playing with pace, sharing the ball, again, 15 assists, 5 turnovers. Against Creighton, we had 24 assists, 6 turnovers. I think that's something that, any coach would take, and we want to continue that. We want to keep growing and building. Also, our defense, we were not perfect tonight. We had some errors on our end. I do think Butler's a very difficult team to defend, especially here in Hinkle. But we were better in the second half, and I thought we were more difficult to score on in the second half, aside from our fouling.
First half obviously highlighted by Butler going 8 of 13 from 3. How did you think you used the phrase turn the water off from 3-point range in the second half?
Yeah, thank goodness we were 6 for 15. So, we didn't get blown out of the water there. But, they hit a couple tough threes. Look, from a shooting perspective, you have Telford when he's shooting it 3 for 5. Obviously, Pierre Brooks, 3 for 6. Patrick McCaffrey's an excellent shooter, 3 for 6. Finley Bizjack is a very good shooter, 2 for 7. And then you have, Bowden Kapke coming in at the center position. They can really shoot the ball. And so, 12 for 28. I wish we would have done a better job in that area. We'll take a look at a couple of the breakdowns that we had. But I also tip my hat to them. It's something they do well.
Coach, I know Ryan Conwell's in his first year with you guys. What has he just brought to this team as a player and a person so far?
Ryan Conwell is one of the funnest guys that I've had the pleasure of coaching. And the reason why I say it is he's an excellent player, but he's an even better kid, a better teammate. The road this year for all of us hasn't been just completely smooth. Ryan's had to adjust to a new coach, a new style, new team. He had to adjust to the Big East Conference. And even though he's such a terrific player and was a great player at Indiana State last year, this is brand new. What I love about him is as he's gotten more familiar, he's gotten better. And he doesn't let a bad game affect him. He doesn't let a tough loss affect him. And equally, when he's been playing really well, and right now he's playing his best basketball of the year, he then leaves it, goes into practice, and continues to work and do the things that we're asking him to do. He plays point guard for us. He plays off the ball. He makes shots. He's guarding some of the best players in college basketball. And that's the other thing that I'll tell you is his defense continues to grow and improve. But he's a stud. We're thankful that we have him.
Nobody in this room, Sean, knows how many wins it might take for you guys to get to where you want to go. But winning 6 straight here, now into March, do you feel like you're in pretty decent position to give yourselves a chance?
We're in the mix. I don't want to say anything more than that because, what we do have in front of us is Providence at home. And, you gave a number of, 6. It's up to us to try to make that 7. And then keep moving on. Just what is it that we can control? Our performance. What is it that we can control? The couple days between games. Leaving a good win, going to the next game, being equally ready, being better, growing, getting better. And our team has gotten better because I think we've kept a focus on the things, quite frankly, that we can focus on. There's a lot of smart people on the NCAA selection committee. We're represented by the best basketball league in America, and you put those two things together, I think they'll get it right.
Coach, just how important is the bench scoring? Because, you guys outscored Butler, I think it was 17-5. Just how important is that, especially at this time of the year and in conference
Yeah, so we have three guys that we really play who don't start: Dante Maddox, John Ugly, and Jerome Hunter. Tonight, Jerome and John were really good. I thought a big reason that we were winning 44-40 at the half was the play of both Jerome Hunter and John Ugly. And John gives us obviously the big physical presence. We would have played John more. I thought he earned more opportunity tonight, but Fremantle was having such a great game. We just stayed with Zach at that position. Tonight, Dante Maddox didn't play as well as he had been playing, but if you would have looked at the Creighton game or a couple games before that, you know, Dante has been the guy coming in off the bench, really giving us a spark. So, yeah, those three guys are really important.
Next question. Butler kind of grabbed the momentum in the final 6 minutes of the first half, got the lead down to 1 before Ryan set free. So how big was that to come out of the locker room in the second half, kind of take the crowd out of it while the Xavier fans kind of got into it, that 16-4 spurt?
Yeah, that was a big shot at the end of the half. And, yeah, and, you know, Butler changed defenses, which I don't think they do that a whole lot. And, you know, I thought that sometimes when you do that, you know, you go back to your man-to-man, and it's difficult to regain that, right? It's really difficult to execute and be on it because you're bouncing back and forth between defenses. And, you know, the beginning of the second half, I thought we really did a great job of getting to the rim against their man-to-man. And that's really when the game broke open.
Thanks, Coach.
Mm-hmm.